now, I'm probably like the most annoying podcast host when I decide to reach out to someone, right? Like I reach out until I get a no or a yes. And
That's okay.
I'm sure
You're determined.
it's frustrating.
You are
Right. It's
determined.
just, as someone in my shoes, right? When people reach out to me, I always try to make an effort to reach back out. And sometimes I forget. Great example, someone reached out to me back in like November to come on their podcast, and I had completely forgotten to even respond. And literally an hour ago, the message popped up like somewhere in LinkedIn, you haven't responded to this person in 5 months. And I immediately responded, saying, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I read this and I thought I responded and I didn't, and I completely forgot about it." And it's just, it's like that social dance, that you're playing that eventually you get better at as you do it.
Yes. Oh, 100%. Like, how many times did you and I go back and forth and then forget to respond to each other? And then, I'm glad you came at me when you did. And we're like, do you want to come on or no? Let's get a date. Like, that was great. I admire that. Sometimes you have to. Life gets in the way. And I think that's kind of where it's at, but you try. And that's how I feel with security is, and I say this mostly because I'm a woman in security. I'm the only woman on my team right now. I feel very much minority in security, and I kind of make that my platform to inspire other women, and not just young women, but older women too. It doesn't matter what age you are. The fact is, you have transferable skills. You have other qualities that you can bring into the security world that maybe someone else doesn't have. Like, you have your own toolbox, and in that toolbox, it's genuinely yours. No one else will solve a problem just like you. No one else will have ideas just like you. Like, you're an individual. So I always kind of make that my brand, right? Like, push to try new things. Don't be scared of no's. Be determined and get out there and engage. And, if you have problems with that, there's opportunities to help you.
Yeah, that's a really good point. And I feel like with cybersecurity specifically, people always think that the field is made up of nothing but highly technical people. And I mean, for a long time, even like I even thought that, and I was in cybersecurity, and it was because I never, I didn't have like that full diverse experience, I guess, and then I went to a credit bureau, and we had technical writers that were women. They knew it, just as well as us. They were just focused on documenting, the work that we were doing so that other people can do their job more efficiently and whatnot. Not technical, but need to be able to understand it to some degree, right? And program managers and project managers, and there's a lot that goes on within security that I think people don't really realize. So what does your day-to-day look like? You said that you said you're doing a lot, from what you said. It's a lot. There's a lot going on. So what's your day-to-day look like?
My day-to-day is different every day. That's the thing with it, that it may be helping set up a vulnerability management program. So I'm not familiar with vulnerability management. I'm brand new to this, but my skills match with setting it up and managing people and ensuring the deadlines are met, So more so it's, okay, what policies or procedures do we have to follow? Okay, these are your ideas. Well, I'm going to challenge some of those ideas because to me, to have a successful security, anything, program, team, management, it's about people. So if we're going to create a vulnerability management program, for me, it's always ensuring that developers, people involved in that, management, all know their expectations. They all have policies, procedures, but they also feel safe to talk about any concerns they have. It's no fun to go into something ever. It doesn't even matter if it's in security. It's no fun to go into something not prepared or not knowing what's expected of you. That's no fun. So that's kind of part of that I'm always ensuring that these are met, these priorities are met, and people are helped. And for me, security isn't just technical. It's a people-centric. teams work together, collaborate. Security is an everyone thing. So there's that. It's also ensuring, because I work in fintech, that we have our PCI. So that's going to be going to get evidence. So I'm collecting evidence from several different teams and working with auditors and, all of this stuff, but also doing phishing simulations. Like my day is never boring. I wish it was boring. That would be great, but it never is. There's always something on the plate. I'm always having discussions, and it's challenging me.